Alright, here we go. Day 275, and it is the next day. It was a beautiful Wednesday, nice and hot. Getting in the summer months here in Texas. And yesterday I had to go grab a bunch more material for Gero. Got it over there. Um, and that was pretty much done. I was gonna go back to the house and chill until it was time to go to volleyball, but then it ended up being kind of that window of like, by the time I go back there, um, just be there for a second and then I'll have to leave. So, yeah, I did. Oh, that's what I did. When I left, I went over to like the Woodlands area, that Jamba juice, got a smoothie, and sat and watched some volleyball in the truck, and then I headed over. And then I played with Razia. And okay, so I messed up last week, and for whatever reason, when we played our second round of people we played against, it was Margot and Imran, who I know, and sometimes I play and I beat him, sometimes he plays and he beats me, and I don't know why, but we won the first game, then we just sat, and then played the next game with them like an hour later, which was just weird. I don't know, I was all cold and stiff by the time we went to play again. They had just finished the game and then jumped right into our game, so they were just clicking and we weren't, and then so we lost, and I was like, I got frustrated because that's why I didn't want to start playing a game, because I'm like, oh yeah, we can start playing. I'm like, until your next team's ready, and then we'll have to stop. So anyway, I let that be a thing, and then they won that game. So instead of winning the third one and getting back in our rhythm, we just kind of, I was getting frustrated, and part of it was I was getting frustrated, so I'd make more mistakes, so I was getting more frustrated. A part of it is just um, the inconsistency of sets from Oz. I let get to me. I just need to adjust and say, she could set me better. She would. She's doing the best she can, and I just need to not like get frustrated about that. Because it's harder for me to work on what I'm trying to practice on, which is my swings. My approach, my swings is hard when sets are inconsistent. But anyway, but then last night we're playing the first team, which is Danny and Rusland, and something was really weird. Like, she was all super friendly to Imran when he had showed up. I guess they played a tournament recently, and then to me, she was just like giving this really, really weird vibe. To the point where I'm like, I don't know if I want to play with you anymore. Every time I play with you, it's gonna be like this from now on. Like, what's going on? And she did make a comment like, "Oh, don't get mad like last time." I'm like, I'm not. That's my focus for tonight, and I did. I didn't get frustrated all night, even though the first two games with her were like, what are we doing? Like, one overs, two overs, like just horrible passing, not really going for the ball, just all the stuff that just kind of irks me. Like, do you want to play? Like, don't waste my time here. I would have got a sub if you just totally acting like you don't care, you don't want to play. Um, and as someone like I'm trying to be a good partner, if I'm getting that kind of vibe, I'm like, what the fuck? What am I doing trying? Like, I'm not gonna really engage. I'm not gonna go run, chase those shanked passes for nothing. And it was just like all defense. Didn't really set up much offense. And, I made some mistakes mixed in there too. It's not like, oh, it was all her, not me, but yeah. So anyway, and then I just kind of try to keep practicing. I'll find an open net and practice my shots, like just set, come up and do shot cuts or like lines, until we played again. Then we played Garrett and Linda. They're alright, probably like the lower range of the uppers. They're obviously, we played them, so they're in the uppers, but not kind of like at the lower end of the spectrum. And we won both of those games, and I realized I'm gonna really try to be very positive these 2 games. And if Razia is still being weird, like maybe I should just find someone to sub for me the rest of the season, or vice versa. Because like those first 2 games were like awkward. Like it was just uncomfortable. I don't come here for this. Like I got other shit that's uncomfortable and difficult and stuff I got to deal with. I come here to have a good time and work on my practice, work on my volleyball. I don't need all that. So I'm not good with drama or, are you okay? And I kept asking, maybe she wasn't feeling good or something. She's like, I guess I'm just tired. I'm like, okay. You sure you're okay? Like, yeah, I'm fine. Okay, because you're like not acting like you're fine. That whole shit, like I can't stand that. That reminds me of Sarah. Like, are you good? Yeah. Well, then why aren't you acting like you're good? Your words and your actions are in contrast of each other. So let's pick one and go with it. Let's get it out. Let's move on. Let's work through it. Like, you got something to say? Let's say it. If not, if there's some shit in your head that's not related to me, then like let it go. Or if it is related to me, let's deal with it. Let's not just do this, like this awkward shit. So anyway, yeah. So we won the last 2 games. Played better. But I mean, you shouldn't have to like be winning to be able to be a good partner and make things not awkward. You should be able to like do that no matter what. That should be like more of an in control kind of thing. Anyway, that was it. Then I got out, and then I played 1 game with this girl Carrie against Chase and Holland. They're like, are you still playing? I'm like, yeah, I'll play. Never played with this girl Carrie before, but we were playing, and our sets were kind of all over the place. Like, I'll get you a good set. And then there was one good set. I just banged the shit out of it, and Chase tried to dig it, and he kind of like bumped it, but then it went behind him, so Holland couldn't get to it. There's another one I hit. It was like, it felt even better. I hit it like almost. It was a downward angle, you know what I'm saying? But he like dug it and got the very little last bit of his hand underneath it. It was a really good dig, and it went over. And then I was like, go go go. And she's like, I'm sorry. I was just in shock with your awesome. I was watching your hit or whatever she said. Anyway, so then I was like, all right, we lost that game, and then I got out of there. Showered, made it home. On the way, I got Whataburger, watched Godzilla, tried to watch it, finish it, got tired, sleep.